Howdy guys, Cub here. Welcome to Snapshot 19w07a. Today we're going to be covering this week's snapshot and the previous week's snapshot, so let's go ahead and get started. So first of all, this week we got foxes, a new mob in the game. So this is what the fox looks like right there. You can see he has sort of a derpy face. He can sit down. He has kind of a bushy tail as well if he stands up. With foxes, you can actually breed them with berries. So if I feed this guy berries, you can see, I can actually breed two of them up. So there we go, just like that. And when the foxes breed up, their offspring will trust you forever. So you can have sort of like a pet fox, basically, with the offspring of the foxes. Another interesting thing about foxes, if you have some type of food item on the ground, the foxes will eat it. So you'll see right there, boom. This guy has now picked up the potato, and he's running away. And if I do something else, like a raw chicken, I presume... Yep, the other one will pick it up as well. So, yeah, they will eat food that is dropped on the ground. I'm wondering if they could actually eat, like, poisonous potatoes. Yep, okay, they can eat poisonous potatoes. Awesome, awesome. By the way, foxes also do hunt in the game. So you can see this guy right here. He is actually hunting for some fish. And I can sort of show this better if I come over here. And by the way, I should mention that foxes are nocturnal animals. So usually you won't see them like this during the day. I've just, decided to spawn them in during the day so you can see it a little bit better. But if I spawn in a couple of fish here, let's say, and then spawn in a few foxes, at least one of these guys will probably go after the fish. Yep, you can see, they attack the fish. There we go, and, they they drop off the fish items, and then they, will actually hold the fish in their mouths, as they're doing right now, as you can see. So, that's pretty cool to actually, like, go out and hunt. So in addition to the fish, foxes will also hunt chickens. So if I spawn in a couple of chickens here, and then a fox, you will see the fox will very quickly begin to hunt the chicken. There you go. And it goes after every chicken in the vicinity. And it can also do like a dive bomb attack, which you just saw right there. So that's pretty cool. These things are pretty quick. And they need to be quick, though, because, you see, he just picked up the chicken, and now he's wondering what to do. What do you do, guy? But they need to be quick because they are actually hunted themselves. And the animal that hunts the fox is the wolf. So you can see here the wolf is chasing the fox. However, the fox is actually quite a bit faster than the wolf is. So, the fox can outrun the wolf, as you're seeing that the fox is doing right here. Let's see if the wolf can get a sneak attack in here. Nope, but it looks like... Nope, fox got away. Fox got away. Of course, foxes are pretty clever, so makes sense that they can run quickly away, and easily outruns the wolf. So foxes currently spawn in taiga and snowy taiga, so there are actually two different types of foxes, which I'll show you. But the best time to find a fox is at night because they're nocturnal animals. So if you're looking for one, definitely go into like a taiga or snowy taiga at the nighttime. And also, they sometimes frequent villages. So definitely look in taiga villages to see if you can find any foxes. We'll just sort of fly around here. There's two foxes right down there. So, that is something you can sometimes find in taiga villages, which is kind of unique. So, foxes are most active at nighttime. So, if I spawn this guy in here, you can see these guys are up and moving around. But if I then change the time to morning, so let's do time set 2300, 23,000, let's say. Let's just see what happens when the morning comes here. Yep, there we go. So, this fox is now sleeping quietly. So, the foxes will sleep during the morning sometimes. It looks like they don't do it all the time, but, occasionally they will. And what is going on there? That was amazing. Power slide nap right there. That was the ultimate power nap. So, they sometimes do that. They sleep during the daytime. And there's also a snowy variant of the fox, which I will show you now. So we're currently in the snowy taiga biome, and if I spawn in a fox in this biome, you'll see, it's a different texture than the normal fox. It's more of a white fox with a sort of like, almost like blue tail, kind of. And of course, the wolves do chase these foxes as well, but that is what those foxes look like, a different color of fox. Also, the sleeping snow foxes in the snow, freaking adorable, freaking adorable. Foxes will also take on bunnies, so you can see there, he's going around slaying bunnies, and they also do the leap attack with the bunnies as well, and sort of dig into the snow, which is a really cool behavior. Another cool thing about these foxes, they can actually hold more than just the food in their mouths. So for instance, if I spawn one in here, let's spawn in a couple here. Let's throw out a TNT, a log, and an emerald. And they should be able to pick up all these. Yep, there we go. We got one fox that decided to pick up the TNT. This guy decided to pick up the emerald, and that guy decided to pick up the log. So they can hold other items besides food in their mouths, and they do drop that item once they die or once they decide to pick up a different thing. Also, I just want to make a quick note here that chickens behind fences are now no longer safe from these foxes. So for instance, if I go ahead and just spawn in a couple foxes here, we should see that, yep, the fox can just simply jump right over the the entirety of the fence here and then slay all your chickens. So be sure if you have chickens in a fence like this that you know make this maybe a few blocks higher so that the foxes can't jump up and over and into the chicken pen. Another interesting change in this snapshot is that paintings are now broken up into individual textures, and that allows for things such as like animated paintings in the future. So you might be wondering, Cub, why do I need a fox? Well, let's say you had a fox nearby, and let's say he happened to pick up an emerald or something else of value. What you can do is you can basically feed him a poisonous potato or rotten flesh. Let's just throw him a poisonous potato. And you'll see, yeah, he swaps out the poisonous potato, the food, for whatever else was in his mouth. So whether that be logs or emeralds or TNT or what have you. And yeah, then he can basically eat the poisonous potato without any ill consequences. So yeah, that is sort of a unique mechanic to the fox. You can sort of swap and trade items that way. And eventually the fox will get hungry and eat the poisonous potato, which we might be able to see here in a moment. Usually when he does a kill, like then he eats it. But yeah, there he goes. He ate it right there. And now he can pick up some other stuff. So yeah, that is super cool. So that is one sort of unique mechanic of the fox that, yeah, is not found anywhere else in the game. Another interesting change in last week's snapshot was to the Wandering Trader. So this guy will wander around, and he has a couple of trades which you can make use of and stuff. So there's some of his trades right there. But he was a little bit vulnerable to zombies. He usually has a llama nearby, like this. And these guys will help defend him against zombies. But now he also, whenever it turns to night, if we just switch it to night real quick. Yep, he drinks a potion of invisibility. And so now he's invisible, which definitely helps to protect him from zombies and such. And then if we change it back to daytime, see, he drinks a milk bucket, and then he comes back into visibility form. So yeah, that is pretty interesting. So that's some changes to the Wandering Trader. Finally, let's talk about a bug that was fixed in last week's snapshot. So basically, they have now fixed the bug where we used to be able to have sort of floating sand and floating gravel, floating anvils above fences, fence gates, and walls. So this was somewhat useful in that, you know, you could basically make a quasi-solid surface, whereas now it's just a straight-up solid surface, and the sand and gravel sort of snaps to the top of the fence gates and the walls. Same thing with the anvil here. See, this now goes right to the top of the fence and the wall. So, yeah, you can no longer use this trick to, for instance, like allow, for instance, a beacon beam to go through a supposedly quote-unquote solid block, which is what I used it for, and also to make things like, you know, the pools, the diamond pool at the penthouse last season. So that is no longer a thing, and I'll just show you it works on walls too over here for all falling entities. So yeah, that is a somewhat significant bug fix, so just wanted to let you guys know about that. So anyways, guys, I think that'll have to be it for me today. Please leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and make sure to subscribe for more videos like this. As always, thanks again for watching, guys. This has been Cub. Goodbye.